have a networking question to ask me?
I do. Invariably, when you go networking, you often want to try out new networks, things that, because if you start staying in the same network, then it tends to come. So the trick with networking is to go to as many different networks as things. But even today, and bear in mind, I've been in business for 30 years. I've been networking at least 20 of those. Even today, I find myself walking into a room where it feels like everybody knows each other. They're all in little groups chatting. And they're all getting on like a house on fire. And even at that point, I'm never entirely sure how I begin networking, how I get into a conversation with people. And actually, it can be quite scary sometimes. And so I will go in. I'll get my badge if there's a badge. I'll get my I'll get my free drink if there is one, and all that sort of thing. And then I sort of turn round with a drink in my hand and my badge, and I sort of look, and everybody's chatting, and I think, how do I, they all clearly know each other. How do I break into that network
to actually start performing networking?
Correct,
as well?
absolutely.
Okay.
So, do you have any tips on that?
Yeah, that's a really, really great question, and it's a good question for you to share, knowing you've been in business for 30 years and you've been networking like for over 20 years. And the question you've asked is relevant to others that are watching who may be new to networking. So for you to share that bit of fear is great. So I think one of the things here, what we have to do is really understand that the number one challenge here is fear. That's all it is. And we need to first understand that we can overcome fear and eradicate it. So we need to figure out how to do that. So I can understand it being daunting when you walk into the room and everybody's already in their circles having good conversations. So my way of dealing with this is you've got to think positive. And the best way is to face that fear high on, number one. And I would recommend that you take the courage to go into those groups and actually start with that conversation and that question or that statement and say, this is my first time coming to this networking event. Do you guys have any tips to tell me the rules or how this networking group usually operates? Because I would love to learn. And if anything, that's going to put you on the spotlight. They're going to ask you, what do you do, who you are, because everybody knows each other. So they're going to be then already tired of talking to each other. They want to talk to somebody new. So by the time you've said that one or two sentences, you're going to forget everything, that this is a brand new event. These are brand new people. Because what a lot of people don't realize is networking might be like public speaking and you're scared, but you need to also think of it of being sociable. And we're just talking. They're just words. So the moment you start talking, you're going to feel really comfortable and all of those fears are going to go away. And just an added bonus to that is when you do that and do that at every event, as they say, practice makes perfect. And you're kind of faking it till you make it. So that's a great way of just overcoming that fear.
Yeah, no, I think it's a great tip. So, and can I act as a novice in the same network that I've been to the previous week?
What do you mean?
Well, so because the fear is the same when I go to the room every time.
I would literally every networking event say the same thing, and if you use it to your advantage. If you see the same people again, say, "Hi, I'm still new. I'm still not getting used to it, but it was good to see you again."
Yeah.
You have to bring that humour, and it's amazing that a lot of people don't realise that other people like to see the insecurities of others because it shows you're human.
Authentic.
We're authentic and we make mistakes, but the good thing about it is other people love to see somebody learning from it, and I think we tend to forget that and get really frightened about it.
Okay, I think that's great.
Okay,
good. That will be great. I shall try that next time.